Hi, guys. Hope you're doing well this evening. It's Fred and Sheila with Hatfield, McCoy Museum Adventures and Fred and Sheila Investigates.
Hey guys, we've had a couple of requests
Mm-hmm.
to go over the Pauline, uh, Mullins, Vance, and Roman Vance divorce decree.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mike Bryant has already done this, so we're following him here. So you may have done seen. We're not really probably going to cover anything new except give our 2 cents, and well, mostly my 2 cents probably. But that's what this video is going to be on. So if you've done seen Mr. Bryant's, this here may be boring to you, but we had some people that uh, are longtime followers of ours. Everybody's got, just like we've got people that we follow on YouTube, and they wanted to hear our take on it. So we'll give it to you.
Alrighty.
Um, so what we're going to do now is go to the divorce, baby, if you want to bring that
Okay.
up.
I'll go to the first one here. And let's see what we got here. There you go.
State of Illinois, County of Cook, City Court of Chicago Heights, Illinois. Pauline Vance, the plaintiff. Go ahead, babe.
Versus Rowan Vance.
Roman,
Oh, sorry. Roman Vance.
the defendant.
He's the defendant. Okay.
Complaint for divorce. Now comes the plaintiff, Pauline Vance. So Pauline has filed for the divorce.
Okay.
She's the complainant.
Okay.
She is now and has been for more than a year continuously and immediately preceding the filing of this complaint for divorce, a resident of Cook County in the state of Illinois. So that's where they're both from,
Cool.
or where they're at now. On the 10th day of March, 1949, in Pikeville, Kentucky. Now, Pikeville, Kentucky, Pike County,
Mm-hmm.
is where Sheila and I are from. We're not from Pikeville in the city of Pikeville. Sheila and I are over in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, as far eastern Kentucky as you can get. We're so far east, when you go across the Tug River, the bridge, you're over in West Virginia, either Mingo County, Wimpson, West Virginia, or Matewan. Matewan's where all the feud things took place. They have 2 children born to these 2 parties, Diane Lynn, age 6, and Michael Paul,
age 2.
Okay.
No other children were adopted?
Adopted.
Okay.
They ceased living together as husband and wife on or about the 14th day of January. Bill and I was looking earlier at her 3rd daughter, and if it's right, it's hard to tell anything about, because you don't know a lot about the 3rd daughter,
Right. Karen
Felicia, and she was born in January of 1957. I think it was April of 1957. So here's January of 1956 that they're separated. January the 14th, the last day they were together.
Okay.
And then she come up, had a baby. Now, a lot of times in marriages and divorces and things, people reconcile and this and that. So who knows? But now Griffin said that she was married 3 times. We've never found nothing like that. Never heard of it, only from Griffin.
Right.
That's why we were questioning Griffin's mental capacity, that and other things that he had said that didn't add up during his interview. But now Felicia was born in April of 57.
Okay.
So where she came from, if she was a product of Vance's and she just didn't make them pay child support on her, that's anybody's guess. Something good for somebody to research if you want, but Hill and I just don't know, and we're not going to speculate.
That's right.
We don't want to be like Oakley Baldwin.
That's
He
right.
says mama's baby daddy's maybe. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know. We don't know who done.
Sad.
So no fault on the part of the plaintiff. She's claiming no fault. She's the plaintiff. She's filed for divorce, and she's saying this divorce is of no fault of her own,
Uh-huh.
that she's filing for divorce. Since said marriage, during all this time, she has treated him kindly and affectionately. At all times, conducted herself toward the said defendant, toward Roman Pete Vance, in the manner well becoming a good, true, virtuous
Virtues.
wife.
Mm-hmm.
Now it says down at number 6 that the husband, the defendant, has been guilty of extreme and repeated cruelty to this plaintiff.
Okay.
Says that he's been cruel to Pauline.
Hmm.
Guys, when that autopsy came out, when it first came out, we got the copy of it. We started looking through it. And from the things that Mr. Davison had said at the press conference,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Davison said he had a healing nasal fracture. Now, all of you know by now, if you follow mine and Sheila's research, that's not at all what the anthropologist said.
Right.
Anthropologist
She
said
said well healed.
exactly.
She said a well healed.
The anthropologist, person that studies bones,
Mm-hmm.
says in her report that Pauline Pusser in the autopsy had a well healed nasal fracture. Well healed. Now, Mr. Davison up there on that press conference that day, and that's what makes it so hard to understand, because in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do like Dr. Ravel, but I'll opine. But I opine that Mr. Davison was being deceitful. I think he knew, that's my opinion, that he was being deceitful. That's a college educated man, a prosecutor, an attorney. He reads a report. That's what they do. They read stuff, reports and files. And then that's what they either prosecute on or make plea deals on. And to think that Mr. Davison mistook a word like well healed
Mm-hmm.
for healing
Wow.
is unconscionable. I just don't. I think he's an intelligent fella. I don't want to take nothing away from his intelligence. He had a lack in judgment on this Buford Pusser case. I will opine that, in my opinion.
Wow.
He had a lack of judgment because they couldn't see the forest for the trees in this, and they were trying to reach that narrative.
Yeah. Tunnel
vision.
Mhm.
Sheila always says tunnel. They got
Oh,
tunnel
yeah.
vision, and
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Wow.
But he stood on that stage and said that Pauline Pusser had a healing nasal fracture. Nothing healing to it, guys. It was better. Right here is the very bird. This is the very bird. Mr. Davison had that part right. We've talked about Mr. Davison says the number one nasal reason for nasal fractures is domestics. He's wrong. He's incorrect. Sporting events is the number one. Sporting events is the number one reason for nasal fractures. So he was wrong there. But then he did name a domestic violence, but he tried to put that off on poor old Buford.
Yeah.
Buford Pusser rescued this woman. Buford Pusser rescued these two children.
Sure did.
These two children didn't know they was 2 and 4 years old, whatever they was, when Pauline divorced. Buford Pusser raised those children, and he raised them as his own, and they loved them as their own father. So Pete just faded out of the picture. Whatever he done, he just faded away. But let's go on.
Wow.
Defendant has beaten,
Yeah.
struck, pinched, kicked, and otherwise cruelly abused an ill-treated plaintiff.
Yeah.
And more particularly on or about, to wit, the 12th day of January 1956, at their home, the defendant, without provocation, and in anger struck with his open hand
Oh,
the limbs and body of plaintiff, leaving marks and bruises and causing plaintiff severe pain and anguish.
wow.
And on to the 14th day of January 1956, the defendant, without provocation and in anger, struck the plaintiff on her body, pushed her into some furniture, leaving marks and bruises, causing the plaintiff pain, suffering, and all of the said occasions. His conduct was without cause or fault of her on her part.
So in other words, he just got upset for no reason and lit into it.
That's a good point, babe. Now, what you got to understand is there's two sides to every story.
Right.
This is her side. This is her attorney that's drawn this up.
Okay.
But you're going to see at the end here, Sheila hasn't gone over Sheila substitute teach
Today.
today, and she just
And
probably
tomorrow.
got in. So I've looked over this a little bit, but this is her lawyer that's written this up. But she's told her lawyer
Mhm.
what went on, what happened. And
Wow.
we have no reason not to believe it. You know what would be good? And Sheila and I have said this from the beginning. Probably not. No more than you're going to find Buford Pusser's medical records from 1974 when he was taken to McNary Hospital for when the morgue when he died in a car accident and so forth. All the reports, everything. Same way with when he was taken in 67 to the hospital with his jaw. It'd be nice if somebody, because they were living in Chicago. Sheila's going to show pictures
Mhm.
at the end. Go ahead.
I'll put all that at the end. I'll put all of these files at the end so y'all can look at them and take your time.
Well, she's got pictures of the apartment with Buford and Pauline out standing in front of either their apartment or the apartment across the street.
Right. One or the other.
And when they were together.
Right.
But somewhere in Chicago there at some point, she's probably received medical treatment, especially if he's broke her nose. So there's probably medical records it would be great. Now there's a book writer out there that wrote a good book writer, not Mike Elam or Oakley Baldwin, but another one,
Mhm.
Harmingen, Wilm Harmingen. And he went and got this is where the divorce comes from. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
For his research. He's the one that found the divorce papers. Sheila and I, when this first come out, when we found out about Pauline and Roman Vance getting
Mhm.
married in Pikeville, Kentucky, we discussed it. We said next time we go home, let's go to Pikeville, see if we can find divorce records.
Yeah.
Because we thought where they were married in Pikeville, that's probably where they got divorced at. We were wrong. We wouldn't have found nothing there. This guy found the records in Chicago. He found these records right here
Wow.
in Chicago. What would be nice if someday the medical records for Pauline Vance would turn up out of old hospital records somewhere in
Mhm.
Illinois, and it would say on there, treated for a broken nose or whatever. Because this is the bird that done it.
Sure it was.
You don't get rescued by somebody and then stay with them when they do you the same way. They've been married 9 years when Pauline was killed. He's not going to start all of a sudden doing that. Where was we, baby?
We was talking about it was no fault of her own of all the abuse that they had together.
Pain and anguish.
Mhm.
Okay, the 14th of January, furniture. Okay,
Mhm.
I got you. Thank you.
Yeah, should be.
Okay, right in there.
Yeah, leaving marks and yeah.
Together as husband and wife since last said date.
Mhm.
They've not been living together as husband and wife since
Okay.
January the 14th. Number 7 there. That on, to wit, the 14th day of January, the defendant willfully deserted and absented himself from the plaintiff without fault of her own. He up and left. Roman Vance.
Oh, okay.
Griffin, Griffin says he knew all about everything. They had him convinced when they left that Buford was an abuser, that Carl was an abuser, that they had, I know I go back to different stories, but
No,
That's
you're
just the way
fine.
we do things in case somebody's not followed along. But Mr. Griffin Mullins, her brother, says that he never seen nothing out of Pete Vance. Never seen him abuse Pauline. But yet, after they convinced him about Buford, the three agents, and the prosecutor, he says he wish he'd known now what knew then. She never went back to Tennessee. Well, this was going on. He didn't know this neither, evidently, or didn't do nothing about it without fault of her own, but continued to call plaintiff on the telephone and make threats of assaulting and causing the plaintiff personal injury without provocation on the part of the plaintiff. After they had split up on January the 14th, evidently, maybe he didn't want a divorce. You've got this love triangle in domestics, and you've got that honeymoon phase where after you beat the far out of her, you come back and apologize and you make up. You think it's the best part of, everything's going to be hunky dory now. We're going to work it out. We're on the path now. Everything's good until the next day or a week later, and he does the same thing again. An abuser is an abuser is an abuser. It doesn't get any better. I mean, maybe with counseling or something down the road, but they said Pete Vance was a drinker, said he had alcohol problems, said he had other women problems. So,
Number
8. Thank you, babe. That plaintiff Pauline fears harm and injury will befall her unless an injunction is issued against the defendant. She's wanting a restraining order.
Yeah.
Restraining him from molesting the plaintiff and demanding her marital relationships under force. Okay, so he's trying to continue his marital relationship with her when he wants to come home and get some love. He's expecting her to give it up. She's not doing it. She don't want to do it. She's asking the judge for a restraining order to keep from being molested.
That could be where
the nose
Felicia came from then.
Wow, baby.
I mean, if he's
Holy
doing that
smoke.
against her will.
Oh, and we just said a while ago that
relationships
go and come and people they reconcile and they one more time, let's just for old time's sake, for this, for that.
Yeah.
That's why there's never been another father, guys. That's why nobody's ever said except Oakley Baldwin, and he spoke that into history. And that's why we didn't comment. Look here, that's the good Lord puts that. That's what I'm saying. I believe that.
Yeah. I mean,
it's right here in the paperwork.
What it says, yeah.
It's reading right there. She's saying she wants a restraining order against him from harm and injury.
Yeah.
Her unless there's an injunction, and wants the defendant restrained from molesting Pauline, the plaintiff, and demanding her marital relationship. They're wording this real good. Her husband's RAPing her.
Right.
He's assaulting her.
Yeah. SA.
Can't say that word on here.
That's what it sounds
marital relationship under force.
See?
Or unless the plaintiff is granted a divorce without the necessity of waiting 60 days. Statutory waiting period. They're wanting to waive. The attorney's asking the judge to waive this 60 days.
Waiting period.
We want this divorce final today. And that way, if he does anything else, I can't say sex. I don't guess neither.
S.
Yeah. S toward her, then it would be a R charge. Sheila, guys, for all you history buffs out there, that's why there was not a third marriage like Mr. Mullins thought. Mr. Mullins didn't know what was going on. Now, he told everybody he followed and they was close, and they were not. They were not. Especially with Buford. Him and Buford didn't get along. But this right here explains why Felicia was born the next year. She just didn't file charges against them.
Yeah.
She just probably, or is there criminal charges anywhere, Mr. Harming?
That's interesting.
Other researchers. Are there? criminal charges out there anywhere throughout the years where she went back and charged him with assault.
Wow.
Guys, it's telling you right here in her divorce papers. That's the clue.
Yeah.
Babe, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
That was Pete Vance's baby, guys.
To me,
Felicia is Pete Vance's. And they said that he mistreated her even when she was pregnant, that he beat her up. So he's at least had one dealing with her while she was pregnant, because everybody said that's where the deformities had come from, where he had punched her in the belly.
No.
That's the,
wow.
as Mike Elam would say, and the story goes, that's a story. We have no proof. That's our opine. We've been told that, and from reliable sources, but they wasn't there. We wasn't there. But what you got to do sometimes is take evidence. This is a court document. This is a court document. This ain't out of Mike Elam's book or Oakley Baldwin's book. This came from the courthouse in Chicago, Illinois. And guys, between line 18 and down there to about line 25, restraining him from molesting the plaintiff and demanding of her marital relationships under force. He's RN. He's RN.
That's
he should be charged with R, but he's married. So, back in the day, guys, things was different than they are nowadays with domestics and divorces under force.
Wow.
Guys, read that real good there. When she puts this paper here at the back of the page, there's you some good proof right there. That is
wow.
Babe, we was just talking a few minutes ago about we don't know where Felicia came from.
Yeah.
We don't know because they were divorced in 56. And we made the comment and said, unless sometimes marriages and divorces, people reconcile just for a night or, and when we thought maybe it wasn't a reconciliation, this was a
R.
He's R'd her.
Number 9.
Number 9, the defendant is an able-bodied man gainfully employed at the Eastern Motor Express Company and is well capable of supporting the minor children of the parties hereto. The plaintiff is a fit and proper person to have the care, custody, maintenance, and education of the minor children of the parties. Is gainfully employed. Now, I think they're talking about her here. I think maintenance and education of the minor children of the parties here too, and is gainfully employed at the Reuben H. Donnelly Company in Chicago. I think they're talking about Pauline there. Pauline's, that's her job, R&R Donnelly. I think there's an R&R Donnelly in Danville.
There's one,
Yeah, big factory over there.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Wherefore, plaintiff prays the bonds of matrimony existing between plaintiff and said defendant Roman Vance. You got Roman I. Vance. We always thought it was Roman Pete, didn't we?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they call him.
Pete is fine, but his name, his full name was Roman. It began with an I.
It's okay. Okay. Well, you know that then. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So Pete was just a nickname.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
May be, therefore, forever dissolved and annulled. Going down to B, the plaintiff be awarded the care, custody, and maintenance and education of the minor children. So they gave Pauline custody of her children, Diane Lynn Vance and Michael Paul Vance. And the defendant be ordered to pay a reasonable sum to the plaintiff. Said sum to be determined by the court. I think it ended up being like $30 or something a week, but the support and maintenance of said children. C, the defendant restrained from interfering or molesting or causing bodily harm to the plaintiff. It's over.
Whoa.
It's over.
Yeah.
This is the divorce, and they're wanting him. He's no longer molesting her and causing bodily harm. Guys, Felicia was conceived through forced conception. That's all you can say.
Wow.
I believe this court document proves that.
Wow.
Unless you want to go with something Mike Elam would make up about working as a stripper and all that, which has never is nothing more than a rumor. But he says justice for Pauline. No, this is justice for Pauline. Looking at every avenue, Sheila, that was great because my mind wasn't
Thanks.
even, and that's the way Sheila does. A lot of people thinks that Sheila does all the research. I don't do any research. I run this. I'm good at this and just stories. I'm good at working cases throughout life or something that may, but that was great. And of course, she signed her name,
So I
Pauline
was looking at her signature.
Vance. Pauline Vance, state of Illinois, Cook County. Pauline Vance been duly sworn an oath disposed and says that she is the plaintiff who is named as the scribe for the foregoing complaint for a divorce
Wow.
and knows and contents the contents thereof be
It's
true
true.
and factual.
Mhm.
And then she signed down there again, and then the notary public signed and notarized her signature. Now, guys, that is the divorce decree. That's it. But let's see what this here, state of Illinois, comes the defendant, Roman T. Vance, in an answer to the complaint. We're not really going to go over.
Oh, that
Bless you.
this is his
This is his side. This is
response?
his lawyers.
Okay.
We'll cover it just a little bit. It comes to this probably not going to be worthy of reading, in my opinion. But of course, he's going to. The defendant admits paragraph 1, complaining of divorce. He admits paragraph 2, complaining of divorce. Defendant admits paragraph 3 of said complaint, and defendant admits that the parties hereto ceased living together the 14th day of January, but without fault of the defendant. So he had no fault. So nobody's at fault here. She didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. So let's just get a divorce. Oh yeah, okay. So all the things she said about being beat up is just they're not true. The
He
defendant
denies the
denies allegations. Go ahead, babe.
Yeah, he denies the allegations contained in paragraph 5
And
of this.
paragraph 5, let's go back and see what paragraph.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be too hard to find the page. It don't say what page it is. It says paragraph 5.
Yeah. 3,
Here
4,
we go.
5. Yeah, right there.
Since said marriage, during all this time she lived
Oh, she treated him kindly.
him and kindly. He's saying she didn't treat him kindly. But I have a feeling what he's also going to comment on here in a minute is
yeah.
the one about.
Yeah.
So the defendant denies allegations contained 5. Defendant denies each and every allegation contained in paragraph 6 and demands strict proof. This is his lawyer. He's telling them that they want Pauline to prove that he's molested her, prove that he's forced himself upon her. Prove. How are you going to do that? How's Buford Pusser going to prove that he didn't kill Pauline? How do you do that? How's a dead person do that? How does she prove that he didn't? He can't. She can't prove it. He can't prove it. It's his. He said. She said.
He never admits nor denies paragraph 8. Huh.
What was that? Do you remember?
No.
Paragraph 8.
Yeah.
Fears harm or injury befall her unless injunction is issued against the defendant. Well, that's it. Restraining him from molesting the plaintiff and demanding her marital relationship under force.
He doesn't admit to it or deny it.
Wow. The defendant neither admits nor denies paragraph 8 of the complaint, for he knows not what the plaintiff fears. This is law attorney language. The defendant admits he is employed at Motors. The defendant denies paragraph 10 of the complaint for divorce and demands strict proof thereof. Again, there's his lawyer. Oh, that's his.
him.
Yeah, that's his. Boy, Roman had a beautiful signature, didn't he? I mean, look at that, how smooth. I write like a doctor. That looks good to me. I mean, it's hard to read,
You
but
put it up here so they can see it. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, they hadn't seen it yet.
I'm wondering though.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
No offense, anybody, but most men don't take time to write.
Don't that look like a woman's signature? Could he have a
To
woman
me,
attorney? Because I can't see, and especially from the mountains or from
yeah,
back in that time, men just didn't work on their. I don't know. Who knows?
that's interesting.
It
Now,
looks like a woman's signature. I got ready to say that when I
yeah,
first looked at it, but
okay.
all right.
Is there anything
This
else?
calls. No, go next page. Coming
Okay.
to be heard under motion. There's the law firms of attorneys. Pauline Vance asking that the 60-day statutory waiting period prior to filing the complaint for the divorce and the 60-day waiting period prior to the entry of the decree of divorce be waived. She don't want to wait. She's wanting the judge to sign the divorce
Right
and be
away.
final, and
Yeah.
it's done. Pauline Vance alleged that the plaintiff has on numerous occasions assaulted by the defendant. She's been assaulted by the defendant, and assaults have caused the plaintiff personal injury,
Wow.
and that she fears future assaults by the defendant. Boy,
Whoa.
she had a rough marriage there,
Yeah.
and that he may attempt to force
Ooh.
marital relationships with her should she not be granted an immediate order permitting her to file her complaint
Oh, wow.
for divorce. Well, this was some character, guys.
Wow.
This was some character.
This is sad.
It therefore ordered and a judge agreed that leave be granted to the plaintiff, Pauline Vance, to file her complaint for divorce, instantaneous, and that statutory waiting period prior to filing complaint of divorce entry decree, in this case, be waived for cause shown. There's the judge, Lee W. Carey. And the judge signed that or entered it into the record March the 16th, 56.
Wow.
So they waived, they didn't have to wait. It is hereby stipulated and agreed by and between parties hereto that the above entitled matter be set down for immediate hearing as a default matter. Pauline Vance, Roman Vance, wish to pay Richard Hall. They've agreed here. Roman Vance is going to pay the attorney fees,
For her. Okay.
the sum of $240. That's the important part. When you're talking to attorneys, that's your most important part right there. They got to make sure they got paid now. But that's what they went to law school for. That's what they studied for. That's why they took the job they took.
That's right.
They earned it. Pauline, for a rule to show cause. I think what this was here is where he's in rearage of $4,000. Roman Vance has willfully failed and refused to comply with said decree. And he's in arrears of $4,000. He's not been paying her.
So he's behind in child
He's
support.
behind in child support. And she's took him back to court. This is a show cause order. Petitioner made numerous demands on Roman Vance for payment. He ain't paying her.
Wow.
Your petitioner need to retain counsel, said petition, unable to pay said attorney fees. She can't get an attorney. She can't pay for an attorney. She can't get child support and she can't afford an attorney. And looks like she's filed a contempt of court order where he was ordered to pay and he hasn't. First duly sworn. She swore under oath to this again. This is April the 18th of 1961. So her and Buford would have been married by now.
Yeah.
And he's not paying child support. They got married in 1959, December the 5th.
Yeah.
59, I believe. Your petitioner, Pauline, prays that the court will rule requiring Roman to show cause, if any, why he should not be held in contempt.
Wow.
Pauline, duly sworn. Pauline Vance. Why did she sign as Pauline Vance in 1960, subscribing for me before this 18th day of April? I thought maybe that's when the commission expires for the notary public, but no, she signed this paper, subscribed and sworn to
me.
be for me the 18th day of April, 1961. She was married to Buford Pusser, December the 5th,
So why did she have to put
1959.
Vance? Because that was her married name at that time?
I don't know. Should be Pauline Pusser or
Yeah.
Pauline Vance Pusser or Pauline Mullins.
Strange.
She's a Pusser at this time.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
odd.
Yeah.
Pauline Vance first been duly sworn. This guys is they're taking their deposition here. They're taking their deposition. Will you state your full name? Pauline Vance.
When's this?
That's a good question, punk. That's all we got.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Wow.
I think that's what this top paper there, I think it
But
leads into this.
Yeah.
So this would have been in 61. Oh, no, this is before the divorce because this is when she lived.
823.
Well, let's read on
Okay.
because that's where her and Buford lived was. That's the apartment that they're in front of when you show that picture.
Right. Yeah.
Where do you live, Miss Vance? 823 West Adjutant Avenue, Chicago, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the plaintiff in this case? Yes, you answer for her. I'll ask you the question.
Okay.
Have you been a resident of the county of Cook for more than 1 year last preceding the filing of your complaint for divorce?
Yes.
Well, you got an easy one, ain't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Were you married to the defendant Roman I. Vance on or about the 10th day of March, 1949 in Pikeville, Kentucky?
Yes.
How many children were born as a result of that marriage?
2.
State their names and ages.
Diana Lynn Vance, age 6, and Michael Paul Vance, age 3.
Were any other children adopted?
No.
Have you ceased living with your husband as husband and wife since the 14th day of January, 1956?
Yes.
During the time you were married to the defendant, Roman Vance, tell the court how he treated you.
Okay. He treated me very cruel. Stayed out all the time and beat me on occasions. Came home drunk, and he didn't help support the family too well. I worked and helped out.
Drawing your attention to the 12th of January, 1956, tell the court what happened, if anything.
On that day, he pushed me against the furniture and kicked me and hit me.
Well, did you give him any reason to cause or provoke him?
No, none.
Did he cause you pain and suffering?
Yes.
Did he leave marks and bruises on you?
Yes.
Did he do this in anger?
Yes, in anger.
During your attention to the 14th of January, 56, tell the court what, if anything, happened then.
That's the date he left the house.
On his way out, what happened?
He pushed me down.
Did he tell you he was leaving?
Yes.
And did he tell you he didn't want any more to do with you?
Yes.
Did he push you back against the furniture?
That is right.
Did he cause you pain and suffering?
Yes.
Did he leave marks and bruises on you?
Yes.
See, guys, this is the second day. There was the 12th of January, and now he's asking her about the 14th. Did he do this in anger?
Yes.
Did you give him any reason or provoke him in any way?
No.
And you have been living separate and apart from him since this latter date.
Yes.
And where are the children now?
They are with my parents.
And is there a reason that they're there?
Yes. I'm working and have no one to take care of them.
And you are looking for someone to take care of them, and at that time, you will bring them back to Chicago.
Yes.
Where do your parents live?
Hayside, Virginia.
Is your husband presently supporting the children?
Yes.
What is he paying towards support?
$30 per week.
And you are asking the court for an order in this case that he pay $30 per week per child.
Yes.
In the event the court sees fit to grant you a decree of divorce, are you waiving alimony at this time?
Yes.
See, guys, she just wants out of this
She
divorce.
doesn't, yeah, she don't care. She wants out.
She will post this at the back of the video for you all to read on your own.
Mm-hmm.
But this is part of the divorce that came out probably before they had to. This is what came out before they. We should have had this probably in front of the
Other one, yeah.
You understand, if you waive alimony at this time, you cannot come in this court or any other court at a future date and ask for alimony.
Yes.
Gosh, she just wanted out of it. She didn't even try to get alimony. Back in that day, back in the 60s,
Just want to be free.
back in that time, people would get women. It was common for women. If you had a wife, you had to pay to support her. What was she going to say?
She just wanted to be safe.
She wanted to be out.
Yep.
Is your husband working?
Yes.
Where is your husband employed?
Eastern Motor Express Company.
Approximately how much does he make?
$125 a week.
Are you employed?
Yes, I work for
Reuben
H. Donnelly Company.
How much do you make?
$52 a week.
He made $125 a week, guys, at that time, and she made $52 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that take-home pay?
No, it isn't.
Wow, that is gross.
Yes.
In the event the court sees fit to grant you a decree of divorce, are you asking for the care, custody, and education of the children?
Yes.
She didn't even ask him to. And the defendant has agreed to pay your attorney fees. Is that right?
Yes.
How much has he paid to date on this?
$120.
You and your husband have a car in joint custody.
Yes.
You own what kind of car?
A 1954 Pontiac.
Pontiac.
Okay.
You agreed when he has paid this money to reimburse your expenses that you will assign the car over to him.
Yes.
Gosh, she gave her car away.
Wow.
She made an arrangement with him that if he would just pay her divorce attorney, pay for the divorce, he could have the car. He don't have to do nothing. She's taking the children.
Wow. Sad.
Is that the entirety of property and interest you and your husband have?
That is all.
All they had between them was 2 kids and a car. And he wants the car.
Wow.
She's going to take the kids, but he wants the car. What a gentleman.
Okay,
that is all.
Mm-hmm.
And it says the court, where are these children making their home? They are making their home with my parents in Bayside, Virginia. The court, how long have they been there?
3 months.
The court, they are there. They are 3 and 6.
The oldest is 6.
The court is asking, the judge is asking, is it your purpose to leave them there?
No, it isn't. As soon as I can get someone who is efficient and I can trust, I will bring them back here with me.
Guys, that is the part that we've got.
Yeah.
She will post this. If she can find the other part of this, it may be on either Mr. Bryant or Mr. Humming's page. If she will post at the end of this video anything else that she can for you guys to.
Mm-hmm. Well, like the papers there that we just read, the answers, questions and answers, I couldn't upload them here because it only takes so many pages at a time. So where we were doing that little, I call it a skit, I'll pop those up, but I'll put them all at the end of this video.
I thought we was divorced. We may just divorced ourselves.
No, we
Holy smokes. We said that on camera. I got all of it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We're no longer husband and wife.
Shucky darn.
No, I want to marry. Will you marry me?
Yes.
I'll ask you again. Okay, guys. Oh, again, this has been covered by
Mm-mm.
probably people that can cover it better than Sheila and I. We put in our 2 cents. Sheila come up with a wonderful thing a while ago. I don't think there's a doubt that Felicia
Right.
was Roman Pete Vance's daughter. And it may have even been some of his family that may have adopted her. We know that she was adopted out.
Mhm.
Pauline couldn't care for her. She was a special needs child.
Yeah, bless her.
And somebody in the family took her. I think she died at an early age because she had some,
20s.
he had beat her so bad, supposedly, allegedly,
Right. Well, with
that,
her saying that in the report or in the divorce that it was forcible and all this and that.
oh,
I
this guy was
mean,
abusive. The sad part is here, where's Brother Griffin at? Brother Griffin said back then he would have,
and I have a question
yeah.
too. If he's that easily angered and stuff, how did he act towards the children?
Well, that's probably why she took the children, babe, to her parents.
Mhm.
That's probably if he's still coming to her house,
Exactly.
if he's still coming to her residence
Enforcing his
and
way.
forcing his
And
way,
stuff. Yeah.
she didn't want the kids around that.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
didn't want the kids around that. She's
Bless their
probably trying
hearts.
to work. Now she's down to one income.
Right. $52 a week. And
Yeah. And
that
that's not
wouldn't
even, that's not even take home. Imagine that. $52 a
Lord.
week and
Bless
trying to
her
live in
heart.
Chicago and pay rent
Wow.
and feed children.
Wow. That's sad. Bless her heart.
You got anything else, Punk?
No, that's just our take on it, I guess, guys.
All right, guys, we can go drag it out 45 minutes. Sheila will post everything at the back so you can read it. If you see anything we missed, if you have an opinion or agree or disagree with anything Sheila and I have said, you're certainly allowed to do that. If you say we're wrong on something, and we can be wrong, we
That's
we
for
know
sure.
that. We ask that you prove us wrong. We don't say that we can't be wrong, but we don't want Mike Elam's speculating or Oakley Baldwin's opinion, and we don't want that. We go on truth with proof, and that's what we respect. We're still waiting on Mike Elam to show us the video. He says that the TBI has the file, has the video of the 60-minute interview that CBS did with Buford Pusser.
How
We're
come it
here.
wasn't in the file then?
We're here to tell you that there is no such video. Buford Pusser never did appear with 60 Minutes.
Mm-mm.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Didn't happen. If they prove us wrong, that'd be great. Just
Mm-mm.
prove us wrong. You're going to have to show us a link. You're going to have to show us a video
Mhm.
where Buford Pusser was on 60 Minutes. We think the video that they got is the one Eddie Bonds had, no doubt. And we think Mike Elam, my opinion is, Mike Elam gave that to the TBI and he said, here's the video of where Buford Pusser was on CBS 60 Minutes. And Mr. Parsons or somebody has taken it and taken his word for it. They didn't realize that that wasn't true, and they didn't check it out for themselves. Once again, an embarrassment, I would think, to the TBI and the prosecutor's office. I know it's an embarrassment to Mike because Mike never thought nobody would call him out. Now, Sheila done the research. Was it September the 11th? 1968 was the first showing of
60 Minutes.
60
Yeah.
Minutes. Thank you, babe.
Mhm.
The first showing,
September
24th.
24th. Yeah.
September 24th, guys. I guess I got
Sorry.
9/11 on my mind, but
Yeah, September 24th.
September the 24th, 1968
Mhm.
was the first showing that 60 Minutes ever had. They made their debut. Now, so somewhere between September 24th, 68 and August the 21st of 1974, they're saying Buford Pusser appeared on 60 Minutes. Don't change the words. Don't change the story. Don't change this is what Mike Elam says. And he says that it says that in the report, that the TBI says that. How competent are they? It's not that hard. I got you. But it's not that hard for the TBI or Mike Elam to call up CBS and say, hey, go back through your files, because we just watched the other day. Sheila and I watched the first one they ever did. We watched their first interview, 60 minutes. From now on, this is going to be what we're going to do. And so that's the first one. If they've got the first one, they should have everyone after that.
Yeah.
So what Mike Elam showed, that video he showed with Eddie Bonds, is not a video with 60 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe somebody with CBS. It's not with 60 minutes. Mike Elam and TBI says that he appeared on 60 minutes. I know I'm beating a dead horse, guys. I know I'm really emphasizing this, but you don't know how important this is. This is how you call people out. Just like when people ask Mike Elam, who told you? Mike Elam says he heard that Pauline Pusser, here she is out here working for $50 a week at a factory, guys.
Yeah.
R&R Donnelly in Chicago. She'll post a picture of it. $50 a week.
Less than that, actually.
He says she worked as a stripper. Mike Elam in 2016 on his Facebook page said Pauline Pusser was a stripper, exotic dancer, a go-go girl. Exactly. Same thing. That's what he said. When you ask him who told him that, he doesn't know. Or if he does know, they're probably dead. I can tell you, but they're dead, so there's no way to confirm it. Mike Elam made that rumor up, in my opinion. He made that story up. But yet he says, justice for Pauline. Show us the 60-minute video, Mike. We're going to keep asking for this. We're going to keep asking for it. That's just one little piece of evidence, but it's something that would be so easy if it's truthful. If Mike Elam and the TBI has said that there's an interview with 60 minutes, whether that one's, we know that's not it. We know that's Eddie Bonds talking to Buford there. Some people have said, well, Eddie Bonds is taped over. He's voiced over. That was another reporter. Okay. Show us the original reporter with it, but show us where he was with 60 minutes. Remember, Mike Elam said 60 minutes. Guys, the reason Mike Elam says this, me and Mike Elam's old man. Back in the day, 60 minutes was your go-to. That was your fact checkers. 60 minutes once upon a time was the fact checkers of fact checkers. If it was on 60 minutes, something's getting ready to go down. You know they done their research, and you know, and that's why Mike Elam wanted to say, he spoke that into history, in my opinion. And he said, Buford Pusser done an interview with 60 minutes. And he told TBI that. TBI took him at his word. They believed it. They never researched it. They never checked it. Wow. Sheila and I have. Sheila and I think we know something. But why do we want to? It's exculpatory. Why do we want to give it to Mike Elam? Mike Elam says that he was on 60 minutes. Prove it. Mike's all about evidence, he says. He talks about evidence all the time. Evidence, evidence, evidence. He just never shows you any. Guys, thanks for joining us. Baby, you got anything? You look beautiful.
Oh, you're sweet.
All right, guys. That's it for me, babe.
All right, guys.
Spasming like crazy.
you're doing well. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye. God bless.